Germany will be renewing a part of the Autobahn A8 between Stuttgart and Munich in the next years. While on first look this might only be interesting for people who live in South Germany, it is actually a place of historical significance, of one of the most secret missions during the Second World War on German side. And I made a video about this secret mission a few years back, and you can find it in the description below. In 1942, the war situation was that the Royal Navy controlled the Mediterranean Sea, and the Russian Navy supplied their own troops from the Black Sea. So the idea on the German side was to send submarines and other ships to the Black Sea. But how can you do that if you don't want to go through the Mediterranean Sea in a huge convoy, which would be an easy target? Exactly, you transport them across the continent. So the German military tried to find a way to transport 6 of their attack submarines and other vessels from the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea. The first option they saw was to transport them through the Kiel Canal to the North Sea, and then enter the River Rhine, then drive to Mannheim. There they could change to the River Neckar and travel to Heilbronn. In Heilbronn they wanted to load the submarines on heavy-duty trucks and drive them to Ulm on the newly built Autobahn A8, where they could enter the River Donau and travel to the Black Sea. The problem with the plan was the part of the A8 which is creating problems until today and will now be changed. The tight and steep part to climb the so-called Schwäbische Alb splits into 2 parts and wraps around the mountains with only 2 lanes in each direction and without a safety strip. In addition to that, there are 2 tight tunnels which didn't allow the massive submarine transport to go through. So this plan didn't work. The layout of this part of the A8 stayed unchanged for over 80 years and it became a real bottleneck, with only 2 lanes in each direction, slow trucks because of the steep incline, and no hard shoulder in case someone has a problem. So the plan is now to change the whole concept of this 1930s design. In the 1930s it was a big achievement to have this Autobahn connection and there wasn't much traffic, but today it's one of the most important connections in South Germany. So instead of splitting the Autobahn, they will now create a new one with 3 lanes and hard shoulder in each direction. And instead of splitting and wrapping around the mountain, it will get a completely new layout with 1 tunnel going into the mountain and a bridge connecting to the next tunnel. So instead of just 2 lanes in one direction, it will be 3 plus hard shoulder, so more than double the current width. The incline will be reduced from 6.3 to 3.5% and it will be 3.8 kilometers shorter. And with this, the massive submarine transport of 1942 would have been possible as well. What's delaying this huge and important infrastructure project right now is funding, because Germany spends a lot of money on other things abroad. If you want to learn more about the top secret submarine transport across the continent in 1942 and how the German military could still make it work on an alternative route, check out my other video below. See you at the next one.